Jonathan, how's the week been? Obviously, very encouraging performance on Monday night, but then sort of must have felt like a bit of a kick in the teeth towards the end. So how's the week been?
Yeah, really disappointing not to get the 3 points against Forest. I thought we thoroughly deserved it. I thought the performance was very good. Likewise against Leeds, I thought the performance was good. You've got to pick the players up. Like I say, when you're conceding the last minute of the game, it does feel like a defeat, but that'll be an important point for us come the end of the season.
When you say pick the players up, do players get down on themselves when they're supposed to?
Yeah, they can do at times. They can do, but it's important that you pick them up and you look to the next game. And the next game is Charlton. It's another big game for us.
Yeah, I mean, this is one, you look at the league table and it kind of tells you all you need to do. It's getting to the stage of the season, obviously, where games against teams around you become amplified, don't they?
We need to start winning games. That's crucial. At this period now, especially with teams that are around us. The next game's Charlton, then Swansea, then we've got Stoke and Hull. So there's big games and teams that are around us in the league.
When you look back at the last couple of games against teams at the other end, the top end of the league, and you did perform well in those games, then a couple before where maybe things didn't go so well against the teams at the bottom. Is that a bit of a mystery to you?
It's inconsistency, but it happens throughout the league. If you look at different results that happen, inconsistency happens in this league, and it's happened with us a lot of the season. So it's important that with the last 10 games we find a consistent rhythm, and we try to get as many points on the board as possible.
Just the whole thing about remaining positive. How difficult is it to keep doing it, to keep remaining positive? It sounds like.
Well, you've got to. It's the only thing you can do. You don't want to be negative. You don't want to be negative with your players. You've got to keep their confidence up. You've got to make it a positive working environment for them to come in. And if you're more positive with your players, you'll get better results.
Speaking of the players, are you going to have any more to choose from for the weekend?
No, Patrick and Dale will train Monday. Likewise, George. Ayala still 2 or 3 weeks away. Anthony Dykesdale, not really sure on him yet. He got back, but I think it's a similar injury that he's got, but we need to look at that again. Britt will be back. Ashley Fletcher will be back. So it's really good for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, some of the ones who aren't quite back yet, obviously, as has been discussed before, there's a lot of your more experienced players. Can they still play a part at this stage, sort of speaking to the younger players around them?
Every single player I've got in that dressing room will play a part towards the end of the season. It's crucial that I have a full fit squad. And I'd say when they train on Monday, that'll be one of the only times I've had a full fit squad this season. So it's paramount going into the last 10 games of the season that I have strength in depth and I have experience in there as well.
So it is a big game, as you said. Looking at Charlton Athletic, what have you made of? Obviously, they came up last season. What have you made of what they've done?
They started off really well in the season, but they got 15 injuries at one point, and they had 15 players out. So Lee's been really unlucky. What he did last season at Charlton was absolutely fantastic. Got him promotion. I didn't think they expected to get promotion, but they had some good players there. This year they haven't got a big budget, but he's battling hard. He had one of their main strikers injured most of the season, Lyle Taylor, who again is a fantastic player. So they've suffered a lot with injuries, really. So it's been tough on Lee.
Obviously, you know Lee from way back when. Will you speak to him before the game?
I'm sure we'll speak to him. I speak to him quite often.
And it's a difficult thing because obviously you played with him and that sort of thing. Can you imagine what it will be like, sort of in what's quite a high pressure game, sort of shaking hands at the start, shaking hands at the end?
Be professional. I want to try and win the game, so I'll be professional. As always, no matter what manager it is, if he's your mate or he's not your mate.
Lee this week has been was asked some questions about how many points he thought it would take to get safe. He was sort of suggesting round about the 50 mark. Are you sort of going along with
next game, Charlton. That's all I'm thinking about. Next game, Charlton. Win that, and we'll see where we go from there.
If you were to win this game, because you said you need to win games, you've been a while without winning one. What would just that mean at the minute going forward?
It means you get momentum, but it's important that if you don't, then you got to keep on going. So it's not the be all and end all if you don't win it. There's 9 more games to go. There's a lot of time, a lot of twists and turns will happen before the end of the season, believe me.
It must be hard to sort of keep your equilibrium at the moment, especially in a high pressure game. As you say, yes, there's 9 more games to go, but it must be hard if results don't go your way to not sort of get the weight of the world on your shoulders.
You are, but you don't show it. That's the most important thing. You don't show it when you're under pressure and you're tense. You've got to, like I say, be positive with your players. Look like it's not affecting you. Okay, at home it might be, but when you come into work, it doesn't. You've got to be the leader of the group.
slightly discussed on Monday, but how much did it mean to you to hear the chairman's words this week, when he sounded 100% behind you?
Yeah, I got asked this question on Monday evening, and it was absolutely fantastic. Like I said before, I know the chairman. A lot of managers don't know their chairman, and to have that backing was absolutely fantastic. Whether people agree with it or not, he's the manager of the football. He's the chairman of the football club. He's an absolutely fantastic chairman. He's been very loyal to me in the situation I've been in. First time in a managerial role, you need the right chairman in charge, and that's one thing a lot of managers have said to me. You need to have the right chairman in charge for your first job. I've got that. I'm very lucky to have a chairman who's so passionate about the club, and who from 1986 has ploughed money into this football club, got it to a European Cup final. I mean, it's fantastic what he's done, and you know, I was really pleased that I get that backing. What I don't take that backing for granted. I don't take that for granted. That's one thing I don't do.
I remember at the start of the season when you did your first press conference and Steve was here, and you both said there might be rocky patches, but you were both talking about a long-term project, and it seems from what he's saying this week that that's still exactly how he's thinking as well.
Yeah, well, we don't change. We look into the future. We know what we want. We know what we want in the football club. Okay, at this time, it's not going good, but there will be times in the future that it will go good. I'm convinced of that.
Thank you.
Okay, cheers.